So I was redesigning the website and I just wanted to point out how awesome jQuery and Ajax and JSON are because basically here's the effect that I had before. I have this confirm order page and you click the incorrect link and a pop-up comes up on the page and you can edit the information here and then you click update and it actually using Ajax updates the information here as well as updates the session data too. So the way I achieved that before was this function right here. So I would use the old, this is before I knew about jQuery, I would use, this is my old Ajax request script. So this would do the dirty deeds of figuring out if it was Microsoft or Firefox or anything. So that's what this whole block is for. And then you do your ajax.onReadyStateChange function, and then when the ready state is equal to 4 meaning completed, then you would get these elements by ID, grab their inner HTML, and set them to the document.theform, and then the first name and the value. So now you're getting the values of the form, and you actually form these really long strings that way, and you're getting by the form ID, okay? And then that happens when it's completed, but if it's not completed, then you actually have to send the data to the Ajax using old school Ajax. So you would create some variables, and then you would get the information to put in these variables. Document.updateForm.firstName, document.updateForm.lastName.value.value.value, etc. And then you would have to form a URL query. So you would have question mark fn name equals fname, lname equals lname, and you have to form this really long string that PHP would then be able to recognize and use. And then you actually do your Ajax request.open, get and send out to the file plus the query and asynchronous, and then send the data back. And then I would call this, which closes the that box. So that's a lot that I was doing before, and it worked just fine. But knowing jQuery now, I actually updated that to be a lot better now. So here's the function now. That's all it is. It's really small. So basically what's happening here is first you do your jQuery document ready. Then you call using jQuery's Ajax post, you call the same file. And okay, this is a little long to get the data. You still have to do document.updateForm. I haven't figured out a better jQuery way of doing that. So basically document.the name of the form dot the name of the field dot the value. And you just do that for all the values. And then this long one, I'm not going to get into this, but this is how you actually get the state name. I will get into it. So it's document.the name of the form dot the name of the select box, and then the options property of the select box, and that's indexed, so we need to know the document.updateForm name of the form dot select box, then dot selected index, which is this is the index of the options dot value. So still a little tricky for that one. That's how you actually get the value of a select box in JavaScript. And then when that's completed, use function data. And then this is expecting a JSON object. So instead of having to go down and actually get all the data back again, I just have a JSON object. So I get each element by their ID, their HTML, and I store that into this JSON object, data.fname, data.adr, data.city, exact. So you can see how concise that is now. And I'll show you the PHP file. So all I did was use double equal signs to do this. Before, all I had was just from here over. I didn't have this data over here. All I added was data fn name, data lname, data phone. Basically, I'm making an array, the data array, and then all I'm doing is echoing out JSON encode data. And it all works. It all works so beautifully now. And this code is so much smaller and so much faster now than it was before. So I highly recommend, if you can, never using old school Ajax and simply using jQuery, Ajax, and JSON when you're returning data. It is so much quicker.